White flag is up. And away they go in the Ballymore Champion 4-year-old Hurdle Grade 1. Heading up the straight to the first of 9 flights. Sunny Bill, the early leader. Close up towards the near side, Mercia. In the blue and white is Poniros. Lulamba not far off. Yellow and black colours near side as they file it over the first flight. Come up in front of the stands. Sunny Bill and Sean O'Keefe in the lead. Mercia, Rachel Blackmore a definite second. Lulamba, James Bowen to the outside. Poniros and Paul Townend on the inner in fourth. Close up in fifth is Two Bossy for us and Harry Cobden. They're followed to flight number 2 by Hello Neighbour towards the inner, Keith Donoghue, alongside Ephesus and Daniel King. As they go to jump to second, Sunny Bill towards the inside, jumped it in front of Mercia, Lulamba, and towards the inside Poniros. As they make the turn, that'll bring them on to flight number 3. Behind this quartet, Two Bossy for us and Hello Neighbour. Then Ephesus, alongside Ephesus is Lumiere du Large as they come away from that third flight and begin the downhill run behind that pair. Legionnaire Foray, and then towards the back, San Lucy is towards the back. Alongside is Larzac and towards the inner, Blue Lemons as they continue on the run away from the stands. They're well stretched out as they approach flight number 4. Sunny Bill, Lulamba now within a length of the leader as they jump it. Mercy and Poniros close behind. Two Bossy for us is tracking them in 5th position ahead of Hello Neighbour, and they're followed to the turn into the back straight by Lumiere du Large. Ephesus in white and blue to the inside, a break then of a couple of lengths to Legionnaire Foray and San Lucy. And the final pair as they head into the back straight, Larzac, and overall back marker is Blue Lemons as they head away from that first of the 2 flights in the back straight. Just 4 flights to jump in the Ballymore Champion 4-year-old Hurl, and Lulamba has moved alongside Sunny Bill. Mercia is close up behind him in 3rd. Poniros the inside, Two Bossy for us is 5th. And they're followed away from that flight by Hello Neighbour. Alongside is Lumiere du Large, a break then of a couple of lengths to Ephesus. As they continue to the end of the back straight, Lulamba on the outside, sharing the lead. Sunny Bill in the inner, just over a length away, Mercia. Poniros in the blue colours. Two Bossy for us and Hello Neighbour. Then a break of a length and a half or so to Lumiere du Large with Ephesus next and then Larzac. Second of the Jig and Sand runners, Legionnaire Foray. San Lucy, Blue Lemons remains at the back as they head across to jump the 3rd last flight. Lulamba, Sunny Bill, Mercia. Poniros is right with them. Two Bossy for us trying to close, and they're chased across by Hello Neighbour as they head for the 2nd last flight. Sunny Bill, Lulamba in the black and yellow, Poniros goes through between them to edge just ahead. Also with them as they make the turn, Mercia. As they approach the turn in, about 2.5 furlongs to race and just a 1 flight to jump. Lulamba and Poniros from Sunny Bill, Mercia, Hello Neighbour behind them, and behind them Two Bossy for us, a good run to the final flight. On the rail, Poniros, near side Lulamba. Lulamba with a narrow advantage. Poniros on the rail, a break of a few lengths to Sunny Bill and Mercy, and then Hello Neighbour. But as they near the final flight, Lulamba edges ahead of Poniros as they jump the last. Lulamba goes on from Poniros in 2nd. Down at the last, Sunny Bill. Sean O'Keefe quickly on his feet, but Lulamba driven out by James Bowen, going away to reverse Cheltenham form with Poniros. Lulamba beats Poniros, Hello Neighbour, and in 4th spot was Mercia.
Yes, Nicky Henderson joins me now after winning his 4th Ballymore Champion 4-year-old Hurdle. Nicky, you have a great record in this race. You won with Caterino, Punjabi and Fusel Raffles.
Really? Right, good. Keep trying.
He was good today?
Very. It was a good performance. It was slightly doing it the hard way. We were sort of pushing it along, wasn't sure what sort of pace there would be. But somebody was saying that, you know, the splits were pretty smart. They were trapping all the way, and he just gallops. He's got a bit of a turn of foot, but he's strong finisher. You wouldn't be surprised if he wouldn't go 2.5 in time. He might well be going chasing yet. I don't know what it's next year or what, but a big horse.
You were going to step him up to 2.5 at Aintree. You took him out because the ground was dried out that day.
Yeah, we looked at it, but I mean the ground and everything, and I was going to put him away altogether after Cheltenham, and then we looked at Aintree and thought it was a bit quick for a big baby like him, and then he was so fresh, and all the boys at home said, "Look, this horse is mad fresh. We've got to get some work into to shut him up." And then, okay, we're doing that. We might as well see if we can come here. They've done a wonderful job with this ground. I can't tell you what an effort it's been, and to do it under these weather circumstances, a brilliant job. And, I was worried all week about running him on it, but to be fair, from Wednesday onwards, there was no worry. It's beautiful.
And were you confident coming here that you turn the Triumph Hurdle form around with Willie's horse Poniros?
There was the only reason we had really that I don't think, Lulamba himself probably thought he'd won the Triumph Hurdle. He had effectively where he was, he'd won his race. And the other horse, you'd have to say, sort of caught him on the blind side of the horse we were racing with and just nabbed him on the line before he had a chance to respond, whereas today when he got to the front, he was happy to go away and put it to bed, which is what I really liked about the form. He finished very strong.
And Nicky, you would have thought, looking at him, first time I've seen him in the flesh, he's quite a big individual. He looks like he's not fully furnished. He could, over the summer, mature into that frame.
I think that's why I was tempted after Cheltenham to say enough's enough. But his constitution and his whole mind game is just terrific. And he said, look, I'll do something with him, and it's too early to go in the field, and what's the point of not staring at a Grade 1? And he's enjoyed himself. We've got a great team over here, and that team at home were the ones that said, look, please, you've got to keep some work in, otherwise he'll get loose.
And next season, where do you see the season going, starting off?
It did look, bearing in mind we're on the very inside, the speediest part of Punchestown today, so it's a sharp 2 miles, if you like, or as sharp as it gets. And he's obviously stayed it very well. We had to sort of keep that pace honest throughout the whole race, and James did a great job there of just being up there and nudging it along all the way. You'd think he'd appreciate the Cheltenhams and the stiffer tracks, but on the other hand, would he not get another half a mile? He will do in some time, I don't know when, and he's going to jump fences sometime, don't know when, but it won't be long, I suspect. Mersborough came and did it this year as a 4-year-old. We were doing it sadly with Sagino, who runs in the same colours as Lulamba. They've got two lovely horses in those two, and Sagino is already chasing. He's now not even a novice for next year, unfortunately, but I hope and think and fingers crossed he might be back, but that'll be a long way away.
And how is he?
He's doing everything. The vets are pleased with the progress, but it's long and it's slow. We won't know till the autumn whether he'll be for training immediately, but we'll hope. And then I say this fella comes along, and I expect he'll be chasing quite soon.
And a word about Constitution Hill yesterday. Obviously, you're crestfallen after it. Yeah. Like so many people were.
It was a tough day, but, got to put it behind us. Well done, State Man. Fair play. We just weren't at the races, and we've got to sort that out and put him away, and we'll be back.
And I'd say from word go, you were never really confident, were you? When he's jumped, he's gone down to the first, he's spent a lot of time in the air.
Yeah, no, he'll be back.
Is he okay this morning?
Yeah, he's fine. He's a bit sore, he's back, but he's fine.
Great stuff. Nicky, well done. Great to have you here. And well done, you've another good one in your hands. Quick word about Impose Etoile, the last.
Yeah, he's in good form. Lacks a bit of early pace, but if he can keep his position, he'll be in good shape.
Great stuff. Best of luck.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.